Alright guys, the Original Gamer here, and I wanted to go through and show you guys my deck binders, and also just the cards I have in my other two binders. This binder is all filled with cards from decks, and just wanted to show off my deck binders mostly. But if you guys see any deck in here that I haven't posted in a long time, that you would like to see me build, I will be more than likely to take it out of my binder and make another deck profile. This will help me know what you guys really like to see. And if I don't have it, and I'm just starting on the cards mostly, you can let me know, and maybe I can swing it somehow, between trading, buying, and everything else. But I'm just going to go ahead through my deck binder and tell you about the different decks. Here's my worm deck. Got the, all my staple, all the cards that you would generally use for the engine in here. I have all the other staple cards in a box put away. These are like the main things. So, here's my Infernity stuff. Sadly, this went down to one. And the Synchro version was my favorite. I like the XYZ version, but I love the beaters the Synchro version pulled out. Here's my remainder of my Inzectors. I used to have the whole deck back when full power, but I traded it down to just the bare essentials basically. And over here I got my Fire Kings. I took these apart after my Wolfbark went down to one, made me sad, and I'm trying to start scraps, and as you can see I barely have any scrap stuff at all. This was my gadget deck stuff, and that's gone, but I put it in here so it makes me sad every time I see it. I'm going to be doing a deck profile of my gadgets pretty soon, that's why they're not here. My heroes, free my nigga Stratos, please. This was my favorite deck, hands down, for the longest time, and then they banned Stratos, and it's just not the same. Even that apology card they basically made because they banned Stratos sucks to me. Here's my Lightsworn stuff. I'm missing a couple things from Lightsworns. Basically have the whole deck though. Put Wyvern up there just in case I decided to do the Dragon version. And here's my Bujin stuff. I don't really have Yamato's, or else I'd have the deck done, because Yamato is expensive and I just haven't felt it necessary to throw money into. And I finally got all three of my gold rare tankies. Not as good as the alties, but they're there. Lavels, which died, makes me sad. This used to be one of my favorite decks also, because I used to love to dump Quasar out and OTK with rekindling plays. Evils, which this will be, I'll make a deck profile of this as soon as Prime Origins comes out, and it comes out with their trap card that basically just says, I'm a rescue rabbit. So I'll be doing a deck profile of these guys again shortly, probably, because I really love the Evils. I like them more than Dino Rabbit, honestly. And my spellbooks, a lot of the spellbook stuff's missing because I'm actually working with that again, so I'll probably do a deck profile of that very soon. So a lot of my spellbook stuff's out of here. And I do have two secret rare judgments that made me really sad. I built this deck at full power, basically, and they banned everything. I should have known Judgment was going to get banned, but I didn't think it was going to get banned that fast. It made me sad. And then here's my Harpy deck. I'm only missing Dancers. My friend let me borrow them the last time I played the deck. Very, very fun deck. I really enjoy playing it, and I really want to get the Dancers to finish it up and build it again. Evil Swarms, I'm missing two Kirkions for it. But other than that, I got the entire Evil Swarm deck. Here's my Erratic deck. I put the dragons in here because I know Erratic Dragons is a thing, so I may want to build that later on. But I have to get that trap card that lets you add banished Erratics back to your graveyard, so gives you a nice grind game. And I don't have any of those, obviously. And my Gishkis, which I traded a bunch away to a kid not too long ago, so I don't have the whole Gishki deck anymore. I never really played it though, honestly. I just had all the cards because I was all about the hand loop that they had with Erratic Dragons and everything, and now it's just the Zeal Gigas OTK, and I'm not a big fan of the Zeal Gigas. I mean, he is good, but the hand loop was so much better. Here's my Karakuri OTK stuff. I love this deck too. It's very, very fun. Gets stopped hard by skill drain though. I mean, you got some decent beaters you can make, but skill drain just, I hate it. Gladiator Beast. This was the deck I built whenever I was getting back into the game. It was obviously way after the their era, but they seemed so cool. Whenever I was getting back in the game, I decided to make them. So I still got all the cards for that. I'll never trade them because they are one of my favorite decks ever. Although the Hero Lives version was my favorite, and of course they banned Stratos, so I haven't played that in a while. And here's Gem Knights that I haven't made yet, but I need to get around to making because I really like the idea of the deck. But since Rescue Rabbits have won, I decided to get Box of Friends for a pseudo Rescue Rabbit idea. But the deck's in the making yet, and I haven't really messed with it very much at all. But eventually I'll finish it up and I'll post it. Here's my Gimmick Puppet stuff. I did the deck profile and played with them a little bit. I've just put them back in here. I mean, they're an awesome deck, or for fun anyway. I'm going to take these back out for the Machina variant shortly, probably, to test it out. And here's all my Gusto stuff that I've been working on getting so I can actually play Gustos. After Primal Origins, I'm still missing quite a bit of that engine. My Mecha Phantom Beasts, I really love these cards. They're just, it's just not, I don't want to say they're not good. I mean, they're right there, but like they need that one card that just puts them out there. But Tronami doesn't like machines, and they don't like wind type decks. I swear to God, they troll them with the new cards. Like Oleon's good, but it's not that good. And here's Chronomalies. Once they get good, I'll have them. Heraldics, I really love this deck. I'm still waiting for the XYZ that's over in the OCG that we're not going to get for a long time. But they're here, and as soon as we get that, I'll be doing a deck profile over that, because I love that deck. It's one of my favorite, all-time favorites. This card's a really awesome tech card in here, too. If you don't know what that is, what's it called? Dynatherium? Yeah, card's awesome. I'll probably make a for fun deck profile of this later too, because it's awesome. And I love X-Sabers too. I built it, ran it once. I think I got third or second at locals when I first ran it. I got locked down with Crimson Blader once. It was awful, but I like the deck. I just don't like the idea that it's based off Battle Searchers real bad. My Noble Knights, I love the Noble Knights, and I want the deck so bad, but all the secret rares are so expensive. I have every single super that you can get, Ultra, Ulti, whatever. I have the whole deck. I just need all the secrets, and that won't be done for a while. Ghost Tricks, I just finished grabbing all the Ghost Trick cards. I finally got 3 Ghost Trick Marys, and I got my 2 Lanterns, because I don't really feel it's necessary to get any more than 2 Lanterns. But I have every single Ghost Trick card there is, or 3 of each, you know. So I'll be building a deck profile of those real soon too. Galaxies I'm working on getting whenever they get good, with a Knight coming out. Or not Knight, but Soldier. That's his name, Soldier, because that's Knight. And then, of course, I got my spells and my wind-ups, which I haven't touched since they were at full power. And, of course, you know, my first edition Secret Rabbits. Bought at full price, and they got banned. I actually traded one away, and then as soon as I did, they got hit by the ban list, so I'm glad I traded it away, because I got like $60, $70 worth of trade out of it, so it was really nice. But, of course, I'll never trade these ones because they're secret and they're sentimental, honestly. Because I think whenever they were at full power, they weren't really, Wind Up Rabbit wasn't really all that necessary in 3s, whereas now it is. Okay, that was my first binder. Gotta move the stuff out of the way. Alright, going on to this binder. This is my other deck binder. And here's my Sylvans I took out of the sleeves because I'm waiting on Primal Origins to finish it up with the new Primal Origins cards, because, you know, I played the crap out of them and on mostly on Dev Pro, but you know, they're sitting in here waiting for their new support. Frogs, which I really want to do a new deck profile of, which I'll probably do shortly. I want to do these guys again. I love them. And here's me working on Black Winds, which I'm still missing a couple things from. Umbrals, I'm still missing Masked Chameleons. No one ever wants to trade them. I do have the whole Malfic in Skill Drain deck. I just never ran it yet. Actually never ran it at all, but it's in here. And Fortune Ladies, I really would like to try these out at one point. These are like a fun decks. The last bit of these I think are just fun decks that I thought about getting. My Watt deck, I'm still missing Watt Giraffes. But I love the colors. I love the art in Watts. Just love it so much. Especially him. He's alty and he just looks so amazing. Here's my Rock Stun deck. I do have The other one, I can't remember. I just couldn't find them whenever I was, putting my binder together because there's three. There's Guardian Wall and can't remember what the other one's called. But yeah, I have them all. I've only tested the deck. I've never actually ran it in a local or nothing. My Psychics, which I lost hard to Gravekeepers whenever I did run them at locals. But other than that, they spanked everything. I love Psychics. CBs, this was another fun deck that I really loved to play. Especially when the era of XYZs just came in. I basically made a Carbuncle Turbo so I could, XYZ with the Maestro, Utopias, and stuff like that whenever they first came out. It was really fun. And then I've actually been working on building this deck forever. No one ever wants to come off the Ohama cards. Like, these blue and the reds, like, I just finally got a playset of all of these. These are, these were easy to get. These were the hardest. The only thing I'm missing of the deck is one more Ohama country. Like, how gay is that? Like, as soon as I get that, it is all there. I'm all done. Just need one more. Of course, I got all their fusions. Dragoonity, I always wanted to build them. I've had these cards forever, but no one ever wanted to trade the actual more key cards like their Synchros, Vadrion or nothing. They were, in my opinion, overpriced for them being like considered a rogue deck at the time. And then they gained popularity, and Vadriona went up, and now they get hit by the ban list, and still nobody wants to trade me Vadrionas, even though they're like $1 or $2 now. It's like, maybe one day I'll build it for fun, but since Ravine's gone, I'm not worried about it, honestly. And Junk Synchron, I'll always have a soft spot in my heart for this deck because I absolutely love it. Anything that makes Quasar, honestly, is just dirty to me, and I just love the synchro spam this deck can do. And of course, I got my DT level eaters, which are badass. I got their synchros. And Go-Go-Go's I'm going to try and do. Mostly because I saw Galactic God playing them. And they seem pretty neat. And that's another fun deck I'll try out. Okay, going on to... Those are my deck binders. I do have way more decks than that. They're actually in my deck boxes, which I've actually been using, like my Spirits, my Cyber Dragons, and I said my Prophecies and my Gadgets, and so many other things. But there's my binder. My monster binder. I sorted these guys by attribute, so you'll see the Lights, Darks, and whatever else in my binder here. Okay. A lot of these spaces are empty because I like take them out, put them in decks, and don't put them back because I'm lazy. Sorting cards takes forever too. Starting on another playset of Thunder Seahorse because I wanted my little brother to play, but because I figured Thunder deck would be pretty cool for him to get back into, or the Watt deck version would be cool for him. And here's my Darks. So I got some Hollow Spirit Reavers. These guys, whenever I thought they were going to be great with windups and Inzectors were out, and then the Band Hammer took them out, and then they just sit in my binder now. Nobody even wants them. Chaos Sorcerers was one of my all-time favorite cards. D-Mock and, the nostalgia cards. More nostalgia, those will never be ran anymore. My Hollow Shura, I got a Hollow Eru up there. Another playset of Bears, my 2 Wolf Barks. I can only use one of now. My Fang Wing, this card's awesome. Of course, all these cool other fire cards, I guess. Blank Spaces. My Waters. I think these were all wind-up sharks that I took out and put in my deck binder. Mobius, the Mega Monarch, which will be going to my Frog deck here shortly. Extra playsets or extra Sylvan Crab. Extra Hoot Cake, blah blah blah. All these other Earth cards that are awesome. Another deck I built when I got back in the game was Spell Counters, so that card was one of my favorites. Some other leftover Lazolis, another Hollow Kaizen that I got, Hollow Cranes from the gold pack that just came out. Here's my 2 Elemental Lords that I use for my Psychic deck, and my Hollow Grand Mole because he's awesome. And here we're going into my Wind cards that are hollow. This card that was freaking awesome at one point is now not that awesome. random god cards because they're divine, and I didn't have a space for divine cards. Random trap cards. I got way more spells and traps, and I just need more binder space, so I need to get another binder to actually have a spell and trap binder. But these ones were like some of my rarest ones that I decided to keep in here so they wouldn't get damaged, because I don't even have the other ones in a binder at all. They're just sitting. Some of them are sleeved, some of them aren't. Here's my extra deck stuff. The new stuff from the gold. Herald, Shining Elf, Gotchis, Inmains, and Galaxy Queen. Gotta center this a little bit more. Acid Golems. Just extra playsets of everything, and then my Alti First Aid wind up carriers M80s, which I'll never get rid of. So like I said, soft spot in my heart, and I paid full price for them, and I just love them so much. And I just wish he would come back to one, if just one. This would be amazing. Extra cards, extras. These are empty too because I keep taking stuff out for other decks. I got 2 Alti Omegas, so I just put my Ultra in there. I do have an Alti Lagia and a Secret Dolka, like from the actual set, which aren't in here. This is my first Ghost card. A lot of people wanted to get it off me, but since it was my first Ghost, I won't trade it, even though it's not that great. Extra Cowboys from the tin. Shockmasters that I never come back. Extra Cyber Dragon Novas. My Alti Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja, because I think he looks badass. I actually have 3 of these guys, Alti. My Wood Freezer Dawn whenever Crystal Zero Lancer comes out. Maku Mech that I got, because I know that's going to be part of an OTK for Chronomies when it comes out. And these are extra Autumns. I actually have more Autumns than that, because I built the Hieratics, and I have like 6 or 7 of these guys, and 6 or 7 Gaia Thunder Charger Dragons. But I traded a lot of my Gaia Thunders away just recently. Extra Gaios. Ultimate Trainers. I got a bunch of these guys because I think they're awesome. One Zombie-Stein from the manga. These guys are reprints. Chaos Dyson Sphere. Here's my Synchros. Dark Diviner, which I think is completely underrated, even though it's really hard to make because it requires Dark, Tuner, and Insects, but it's still a fantastic card. Formula Synchron, extra Catasters that were reprinted. Frozen Fitzgerald, which is a beast. Underrated too. My band card, which I love and I'll never get rid of. Because whenever I paid for this, I could actually play it. So I was playing it in Agents back in the day, and this card is just so dirty. My one Hyunlei, because I traded my other one to someone else that was playing X-Sabers at my locals, and he's only like $4, so I'll just get another one later. Ancient Sacred Wyvern, which is an OTK machine. Arcanite Magician, which is another one of my favorite synchros ever. Mostly because I love spell counter decks. Extra Stardust, 1 Beals that I pulled. The new Power Tool. Trishula that I'll never trade, my first Ed one. That I bought at full price whenever, before it was banned with Agents. Ultimate Ancient Gear Golems for the OTK deck, which I never made, but I got all the cards for now. These were like the hardest things ever to get. No one wanted to get off of them, and they were actually pretty expensive online, and I didn't want to pay for them, so I traded for them all. Supreme Arcanite Magician, which is another one of my favorites, because of Arcanite, obviously. And some leftover Elemental Hero stuff. Reprints of Chimera Tech. I actually have a Shonen Jump Fortress Dragon, some extra Cyber Twins, and that new gold zombie card that some people have hyped up that I just have. I got way more Herald Perfections than that, way more Zeal Gigases than that, Gus Krakens, which is what I wanted this deck for, and of course it got raped. I think that is it for my binders, guys. I have way more cards than this, but I will not show them in this video because you guys will get insanely bored. It's already a 20-minute long video, but thank you guys for watching. If you actually got through this, I appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think about or if there's any cards that you saw that I should make a deck with. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Original Gamers out.